What was it?
It was going...
Yeah, was that not you, Craig?
What?
I'm making that noise, sounds like you.
Not a snake.
I heard it, yeah.
What sort of sound?
It sounded like an inhaler.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, spirits, we've just moved from upstairs to down here. And to be fair, on myself anyway, little bit confused. My bearings have gone. Perfect opportunity for you now to come say hello. And the ball's in your hand now. So are you able to come in? Just make a noise. We're more likely to know it's you now, no matter how little the noise is.
Just say something dead weird, right?
Yeah.
Something went across the front of the camera then, and it looked like a moth.
Yeah.
But it went so far in front of the camera lens and stopped, like it disappeared.
Like it just disintegrated.
Yeah, just disappeared.
But that normally, if it's like the moth thing, because I got one from the Ivy House that time, and it was very much like, they say it's malevolent when it's like that, because it's, they don't have like, they have like a flappy shape, what looks like it's got almost got wings.
Yeah.
But they do literally just disappear or just disintegrate. So is that right? Is that you? Obviously we're not calling out for any sort of malevolent spirit or somebody who's not happy.
The inmate to me says prison.
Does it to me.
But if it's classed as a psychiatric kind of hospital.
Yeah, it's a mental place, isn't it? You're an inmate if you're committed to something, aren't you? So
Yeah, but there's kids as well. I was thinking with that metal gate being there, could it be, because it's one big room, could it be in a work room where you sort of live? Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's gated off, but then there's a door there, which then doesn't make sense. There was a staircase there, which leads you to the room above, and also there's windows. I mean, if someone was in here and didn't want to be in here, and you wanted to get out, you could get out.
You'd get out, wouldn't it?
Whether there's a 20-foot drop or not, you'd try, wouldn't you?
Reminds me a little bit like Galleries of Justice.
Yeah.
Because obviously they had sections like it, which was a workhouse where the women would go and work, wouldn't they, while they're there? So.
But then back in them days, wouldn't be being like a little bit mentally ill. Wouldn't they think that it's abnormal and they would be putting you in like a prison and things like this?
Yeah. It was very misunderstood, wasn't it, mental illness? So if you were somebody who's maybe schizophrenic or something along the lines where you could come across like not only a danger to yourself but others, you could get committed. So there's that inmate term probably.
There was a large group of people here earlier, all doing the paranormal investigating as well. There was a younger group, and then a few slightly older ones, about our age, turned up. And then 2 more turned up. We're all here for the same thing, but guys, I have no idea where they are. They were just trying to have a walk around now, trying to look for them. Hello? We've left Charlotte and Sylvia upstairs to do some calling out on their own, because we're wondering, with them being We think in the men's section of the infirmary, maybe they'll get some more activity if they call out. And they're on their own. I have no idea where these people have gone to.
Are you around Charlotte? Can you touch the K2 once again, please? That's the green light that she's holding in her hand.
I'm scared.
She'll be okay. If anything, we just shout and they will run back to us.
Are you around me, spirit? If you are, please can you touch the box what's in my hand? I can feel your presence around me. I've gone all cold. So if it's possible, could you touch the box what's in my hand, please?
You can't accustom yourself to the sounds.
Yeah.
So every little bit you're hearing now, you're chasing it, aren't you?
Sylwia?
Yeah.
What?
It wasn't great because he was talking.
Is anyone here with us now? Any of the workers?
I don't know if that was me, it seems pretty low to be me. When it goes off, I'll put my hand out again. No, that couldn't have been
But
me.
as you as the light gone on, there was a tap.
Was there?
If that's you, spirit, I'm either setting the light up by the door, Sam doesn't know if it was him, so the perfect opportunity to do it now.
K2?
Yeah, that's right. Obviously, if this is you with the K2, you know by now you come closer, the closer you get, the more lights come on. Obviously, come really close.
What the hell was that? I'm not even joking, what was that?
That was above us anyway, it's above us, put the light on.
Come really close.
Someone up there!
If anything like that, just stay put. Only because then you can judge your surroundings.
Somebody up there!
Hello?
Someone's messing with us, aren't they?
We'd
You even walk over
have
there.
heard him come in. Yeah, and you'd have heard him walk.
They'd walk. I don't think it is it them?
Surely we'd have heard him, we're right by the door.
We'd have heard more than one.
Yeah.
It might be coming in now, but you'd hear dunk, 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 dunk over the top on you.
Of course you would. And there's glass everywhere. You'd have heard walking. It almost went like a big sort, not a circle, but like it went around like that.
Yeah.
Like as if
It was very heavy.
It was almost like he panicked, whatever.
yeah, it was like a
panic.
and then
Yeah.
The thing is, if someone was there, we would hear them talking.
I think I can hear them. And I do think they're probably in that building now, but this was two above and there was nothing before it and nothing after it. Do you know what I mean? So in my opinion then, it would have been.
oh, do we even know they're in here though? I know we can hear them.
I thought I could hear them a bit louder and walking on them.
Guys, before we get any further into the video, I just want to give you a quick story about what's happening at this current moment in time. So you heard the footsteps above us. That was really scary, I won't lie. There's parts of the video that were cut out, and basically it was me calling out in case there was somebody up there, and we just wanted to find out if it was a person rather than a spirit. And you can hear in my voice that I am genuinely scared. So I've picked up footsteps many times, but this one just seemed different. It was the loudest bang, followed by footsteps running away, and as quickly as it started, it stopped again. We never heard anything else like that after, as if somebody was walking away or walking back above us. We heard nothing else, which leads me to believe, truly, that whatever we caught that night was paranormal. When we decided that nothing else was going to happen and we continued with our investigation, I wasn't quite satisfied until I knew what was up there. So at this point, I grabbed the torch, left everybody alone, and I went to investigate myself. As I went upstairs, the guys did tell me, make sure you bang on the floor when you're directly above us. I could talk to them as I was talking. They're only through the floorboards, they could hear me, we could talk properly. Now when I banged on the floor like I was instructed to do, they said it was nowhere near as loud as the bangs that we'd captured only 10 minutes before. Continuing on through the building, I could start to hear those guys. So the building is like a maze. There's steps going down that don't lead anywhere. Some parts of the building, you'll walk through a doorway, there's nothing there. Now I found out only today, Amy from Shadowhunters TV informed me that this was done intentional. So getting to the good part, guys, eventually I did find them. One of the people we met that night was a medium named Freya. Now I will link her TikTok account down below. I was already having conversation with one of the people from that group when Freya then came into the room I was in and said, did you know that you're not alone? You've been followed here. There's a man in the doorway behind you. So they do say there is a resident doctor that haunts this place, has been spotted on numerous occasions. We believe that on this occasion, we made contact with that doctor.
This is like the main door, literally here.
True.
There's the stairs and then the door. Surely we'd have heard people talking. They're not going to come in silent, are they? We'd have heard them talking.
Really don't think as if they're coming down there. But then again, it wouldn't explain you'd even walking around, you know what I mean? It wouldn't just be a sudden bang and that's
It
it.
stopped. We heard it a little bit after and it stopped.
Was that you, Spirit, then?
Okay, so
Is that you walking above us? I'm going to throw something now. If you're able to throw something again, not at us, but just throw something, just so we know it's you. I'm going to throw it now to the other end of the room.
Push eyes, everybody.
Yeah, if you can repeat yourself, repeat it, or just bang, or do anything to acknowledge what we've done. 1, 2, 3.
Straight away there was a knock.
I heard something straight after, didn't it?
Yeah.
It sounded behind you or above you.
Yeah, I thought it. It was like a dunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This makes it look like a prison, look at these cages here.
These little catch cages, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
The bad doctor, that's what they refer to you as. And that's what the stories say, that's what history says. So, is this truth? Because if you're the bad doctor, you need to really quickly explain how you're not one. So before we can do that, we need to know you're with us. If that was you upstairs banging earlier on, that was a really loud bang, so there was only one reason you would bang that loud. That would be to scare us.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I keep hearing.
Like a footstep?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
I
a
heard
scuttle. Keep hearing it. Stood here right in line, I keep hearing it.
So
Okay.
obviously something's grabbing your attention. Maybe you're not fooling everyone. Used to people coming in, saying, oh this, oh that. How's about you just come in, man up? If you're bad then, you're bad now, so do something. If not, we're going to leave here thinking you ain't half as bad as you. You've got no legacy. You're not even this character everybody says you were. You can't do nothing.
I think we can all agree that that banging earlier was so clear.
Oh yeah, it was obviously if it wasn't them, it's something, nothing else it could be, is it?
Can you hear it?
No.
I can hear footsteps above us. Very, very faint.
That's what it is. It is, it's almost like something.
REM pod.
I was just gonna say.
That's never gone off.
You know what? I was drawn over here just before it went off because I thought I'd seen something in the far distance. I was trying to rearrange the light to get a better spread.
Was that you who walked through the doorway? Can you do that noise again?
You know, it almost feels like, it sounds weird.
Come stand over here. Honestly, I'm freezing. My hair's on end again.
No, it feels like something was trying to sneak in.
Yeah,
Does that make
definitely.
sense?
Yeah.
But the thing is, right, REM pod again.
I'm
Thing
alright.
is, go touch it, Craig, because you've got to touch it to make it go off. It won't go off if you're near it.
That is not sensitive at all. You
No,
need
no.
to touch
That
it.
was a slight touch. When you touched it, it
Yeah.
went nee. When they did it, it was a nee.
And we asked to do it again. So,
There we go.
can you do it again then?
Yeah, I just did it again. I was going to touch it myself and did it again.
Can you do it again for us, please?
Try and hold it for longer. No, I'm not even touching that.
You can't make it go just tap, can you?
That's
that
like what?
there. Can't do it again, it's yeah.
Did it once, then
Yeah, it just went deep. So it looks like something went deep and then stood back again from it. There you go. Double barreling all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to it. And then away.
Yeah. Well,
Very
it's even
quickly.
made just at one peak. So bear in mind with like REM pods, a bit different than what it's where you use your K2 to try and find EMF energy, that emits its own energy. So really it's got an invisible force field around it, like energy field like that. So if anything touches this energy field, that'll obviously create a reaction because there's a break in it. So to do that, just it got to be within a very slight, do you know what I mean? But whatever did it, mastered it 3 times. Where you just sat there and you made it go like once out of how many times you've just done that whilst looking.
Yeah.
They managed to, whatever it is, make it just go beep.
Could that be lack of energy on their behalf?
Beep. It could be, but I would still suggest they're breaking that EMF barrier. They haven't got to produce the energy to make that go off.
Yeah.
That's producing the energy. All they've got to do is break that energy field. And to make it go beep, beep, and beep, that tells me that's a skill in its own right, you know what I mean?
Tell you what, looking at them stairs, they don't look safe, do they?
They look like that one looks like it's ready to go, that one.
I know.
It's just a floaty.
The walls only that thick, and then
It's
they
the
go,
brick, isn't it?
yeah, they go into it, and that's it.
Jesus Christ.
These windows like this tells you that the stairs came after, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Look how they quite new frames in there, aren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Look at the wood, they haven't even managed to set them.
Look up here.
Yeah.
Give us a nice loud bang. Copy me.
Make a nice bang and then we'll accept you win and we'll walk. If you don't, we win.
Scare us out.
The footsteps that you done before were very impressive. Do that again and we go. Just starting to think, you know what, about them footsteps. You think about it. there was really heavy footsteps, but then also very light ones at the same
I
time.
said this to him, yeah. I said,
Could that be a girl running away from a man?
Could have been.
And his steps were very heavy, and hers would be really light.
I mean, we were convinced that it was them, weren't we?
Yeah, wow. I heard the voices of them,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I thought they were in here, but that,
They
I
were
didn't see
literally-
nothing before or after it.
They're either on the other side of that wall or another
Yeah.
wall beyond that. I can't tell with the building anymore.
It
But
was in, once you'd gone up, I realised then it was like,
Yeah,
you couldn't, it'd have had to been set up, something set up for that, do you know what I mean? It's not. So I'm quite content to say that was above his head and that was a bang of sorts of,
very strange.
Footsteps there.
Above.
But
what was that?
the footsteps above were
Yeah.
they only like light,
Yeah.
like when you were walking, you know what I mean? But the ones that we had heard when you were down here with us, they weren't anything like when you were walking.
As we saw earlier on also, there's a comment talking about the planes they live on. So are they walking this building as it was prior, or as it is now, if you know what I mean? So we'd seen, obviously, we've been in rooms where you saw where the stairs would have gone up.
Yeah.
So this floor here is fairly new, so did it go higher, or maybe was the floor maybe lower? So obviously we were in a bank, but they could just be on their level then, are you with me? Not on the floor above, it's just
Yeah.
their level there.
Like
So-
almost in the room.
Yeah,
kind
they
of
could
thing.
actually be just floating pretty much above your heads, in all fairness.
An apparition can't see you. It's reliving its life.
Yeah, that's it. It could be as simple as walking through the wall. If you
Yeah.
sat here now and somebody walked through the wall and you think it's just walk through the wall, probably...
It's walked through a doorway, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's gone through a
It's
doorway,
time.
or
Yeah.
it could be an hallway or something at that time, and you've just seen it.
In the Roman era, there's a story I read about the M6. Part of the M6, they reckon that they've someone seen soldiers marching, and these soldiers were just chest and head across the floor.
Oh yeah.
And that's because obviously back in the Roman era, I mean, you know how the ground builds up over time.
Yeah, they were
You know
lower
what I mean?
down.
They'd have been walking on their own level,
Which makes, yeah.
but we can see the chest and head.
Just not powerful enough, are you? So obviously if it's the little girl, we understand that. If it's the doctor, who we think it might be, obviously if somebody was describing Simon was being followed, you're obviously about.